Hi, this is Anna. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Today I wanted to make a tutorial, first part of making little golden books into journals the way I make them. I've had few requests from you guys, so I don't mind sharing my ideas. I'm time limited and I just created myself a little space here so I actually have space to do that. These are the books I picked. So for this project you will need either little golden book or any book from which you want to use the cover. So I'm going to be, in this video, I'm going to be making a cover, and then in the next few videos it's going to be a process of making these into journals. So first you need to pick the books you want to work with. So I have these two, and what I'm going to do with these are going to be bohemian, eclectic. They're going to have a lot of colorful, deep colors, papers in them. So as you can see, these are deep colors on the covers. So I want them to be bohemian, like almost gypsy. So I'm thinking to add some gold, maybe with like golden ribbons or something, some gold. So you need the book. So I'll start with the books, and I'm going to be making two, so you'll see the process twice. Then you need to find the staples, because these books are stapled, and you need to figure where the back is, the opening. So it's right here. So for this I just use a regular knife, and I'm trying to go, see the knife is rounded so I don't hurt myself, and with the knife I try to open this up. Okay, so I have this side open. I don't know if you can see it. And I do the same. So it's usually the back of the book, but sometimes it's the other way around, so it's on the front. If you have a different tool to use, then you can use a different tool. I use the knife. And then I see where they're on this side, and I try to lift it a little bit. Okay. Then I take this is my crimping tool, but you can take anything that has some type of grip, and you remove it. Okay, so that's the first one. Now the second. And I'm not going to speed up this process because, quite frankly, I don't know how to do that. Okay. There it is. Trash. And then I open the books up. So you see you have two signatures. So just put them aside for now. And now this, as you can see, that's our spine, but I want to do the second book too. So you need to find where the staples are again. And sometimes they're more difficult, sometimes they're easier to remove. You do need to put some effort into it. This is my fabric. I'm going to put it on the side for now. And you go to the other side. And you don't want to break the cover. You kind of need to be a gentle. I'll try my tool. See, this one broke. There it is. Okay. And the other one. I'm also lifting it up because I have my phone recording it. That's sitting on a couple things, so if I shake it too much, it's going to be shaky. So again, I remove the center. So they're usually easy to remove, so I put it aside for now. So now what I do next, and I like to see if I work on two different books. Sometimes the covers are not the same height. See, like here's a perfect example. See this cover, this second cover on top is a little longer. So this is why it's good to keep in mind that this is Pocahontas. I'm going to put P here and P here, so I know it's the same book. And this is Aladdin, so I'm going to put A here and A here. So this way I know which back comes with which front. Then I take my best tool ever, the guillotine cutter, and so I don't need the knife anymore. I can put it somewhere. And why is it stuck? It got locked. It got locked because it fell on the floor. Okay, so I cut it exactly where this line here is, where the spine starts. This is where some people cut it here. You could do that, but then you will lose some space here. So by the time you come with the fabric, you lose some of the title. I do the same here. Trim it off. So that's a piece I'm trimming off. And then the other one. So you will have the front and the back cover same width. Then I check for these, you know, these things here. I want to make sure that, I just want to make sure that the surface is pretty much smooth. So if this is sticking out too much, then I like to remove it. Just the excess. So it's smooth more or less. Pretty good. I mean, you could definitely use the sandpaper to sand it if you really want to, but to me this is good enough. So get rid of trash. Okay. Next thing that we will need, so I'll put the covers away, the back covers away. I already know which one goes where, to which journal, to which title. So next thing I'm using is the chipboard, and I'm using the graphics chipboard. So they come in 6 sheets, 12 by 12. So here I already have a piece because I work with this chipboard all the time. So what I want to do, I'm going to have this one divided by half. So this is 4 and a little bit. So that means that if I divide it by half, it's right here. So that's going to be width of spine for each of these journals. So it's, let's say it's 2 inches. Let me see if you can see this, because I don't know what I'm recording. Okay. So now, next thing I do is, usually they are the same length, but sometimes they're not. So this one is the longer one, so I'm going to measure with the longer one. So let's see. It's right in here. So I'm going to cut it. Okay. And cut this just where I have this mark. So this one is, let's see, which one was the longer one? That's this one, so this one was the Pocahontas P. You don't have to do this if they're the same length, but I still do that. This one is tiny bit, just that much, but I still want to cut it to make it perfectly, matching perfectly. Okay, I don't need this anymore, so I'm going to put it away. The next thing I need is my masking tape that I found in the garage. And I'm going to take all, this is Aladdin, so that's the Aladdin. And I'm going to find the back for this one. It's this. So you're going to be putting this together. So you want to make sure that you do, you know, front is on the front, back is on the back, that it's not upside down somehow. And what I do next is I put it straight on this mat here. And you want to leave tiny bit between these two pieces. This is how much I'm leaving. And then I'm getting the tape. And I'll tape these two together. You want to be pretty straight. You don't really want to do creases. Here's my tool. Okay. And then the front. Same, you're leaving the same space. You see how much I'm leaving? Not too much. This isn't going to work, so you need to be careful with the tape too, so it doesn't split, because then it's just taking time. And this might be a little tedious process, but it will just hold everything in place. So a little patience here with the tape, as you can see. And you do the same thing. Okay. And I'll do the same thing on the front, except that now I don't have to worry that something will move because it's already holding in place. And again, this is the way I do this, and I'm pretty sure that there are other ways. That's one of the ways I do that, because I might be using other things too, but the process is pretty much the same, and I'm pretty sure that other people do it in a very similar way. See those creases? Okay. It's more difficult to do it when you're recording. See, I don't like this crease, I'm just going to cut it off. And then the same here. And that's it. One cover, and now the second cover. Same thing. Make sure you're aligning it right, so you have the back cover or front, depending on which one you're working with first. You leave a little space. Okay. If this splits for you somehow, the one of these pieces, and then you have it's not straight, then you have to redo it. You will have to redo it. Now you see this? I'm going to cover it before I add my fabric. I'm not even lining it with this. I'm not aligning it with this because I already see it straight. So as you can see, but the lines can guide you. So that was the more difficult part. And I'll do the same on this side. There's Bambi. And it rolled again, so a little patience here. And tape it on top. Turn it around. And done. Okay, next thing. Now let's pick so next thing I want to do is I want to pick fabric for my spine, and I brought myself options here. And because I want these to be colorful, these journals, I want them to be colorful, so I also want to have colorful. I don't want flowers like these. I want colorful spines. So I'm just trying to pick something that will match the cover. So here's the cover. Here's one option. This would look pretty because it will match this little thing here. This one also would match this, but this is too red, I think. What else do I have? I have these things, brand new. from Tuesday morning. I kind of like these things. Oh, these are pretty for those bohemian looking. What other colors do I have? I have a couple of these, but I never opened these, so I really don't know. But I think I already have favorites. This is roses. I don't want roses. Not really this one. I think I already picked my favorites. I want this one and this one, and somehow, see, I also had these colors here. They all would go, maybe not this one, but this one would go. This one too, it has those shiny threads going through. This one would go too, but I like these. So I'm going to go with the color and those patterns and stuff. And this one, I was thinking too, but maybe next time. Okay, so I don't want to think about it too much, because you can always use other fabrics for other books, even if it's the same book. So now I want to figure if this one goes with this or with this. Okay, found favorite. I want this one to go with this and this one with this, because I have these blue and purple colors here. Okay, so next thing I do, I take the fabric and I measure it to make sure that it covers, that it goes from one side to another around it. So yes, I have enough, more than enough. So now I am going to it's not cut straight, I see that. So I'm going to use it this way, and then I'll flip it. So you want to cover all of this tape. So here I have tape sticking out, so I'm going to go a little over to right here. And then on this side, it's somewhere here. Okay? Get rid of the extra threads. And I want it like this. That's actually either here or here. Kind of like to want to look, see, this isn't enough now. But even if it sticks out by a tiny bit, that is fine. If you are going to have trim that will go on top of it, either, let's say, a lace or rickrack or whatever you're going to use. So I'll stick it to this one. I'll stick to this one. So let's see. So this is going to be my spine. So it's, I want this big thing, so it's either going to be this one or this one, and it doesn't really matter, quite frankly. So anyways, that's for this book. And now for this book, as you can see, I just go, I do the same thing for both books at the same time. Not at the same time, but I do the same stuff for both books, so I don't have to go back and do other things. So let's say it's straight. Let's say it's somewhere here. Okay. So that's my beautiful fabric. It's really pretty. I'll take care of this later. Okay. So next thing, we will be using glue, but before I do that, I want to look at the book before I do anything, and like, here's a little sticker. I could get rid of this, and I will probably put a sticker over this. See, the edges are the way they are, so I might need to use like Inca Gold or something later on, not now. Inside, this book is perfect. But this book, not only it has writing here, but also here. So what I want to do is I want to find some paper that would cover this, because it's going to be more difficult to cover it later. I want a rather wide piece for that. And I wasn't prepared for this, so I'm going to just use whatever I can find. See, but this would go till here, so it's not really straight. But that's fine. It can, this can be like that. It's fine. So I'm going to cut it. Right here. This got locked again. And I need to round the corners and then glue it here. Yeah, I think this color is fine. So in case, you know, you have some writing, or even if you didn't have writing and you still want to do something else on the inside of the cover, you can. You can be creative. I usually leave it if there's nothing bothering me. So I'll do it like this, and I'll just glue it. Okay, and then I might just put "This book belongs to" plate on it. Okay, next thing you need. Next thing you need. So we said this one for this one, and that one was for this one, right? I mean, this one would go with this as well. It would actually be very pretty, but I want different. I want different fabric. Well, I could use it here, because maybe this goes better with Pocahontas anyways. Okay, let's see if it's working. So now when you glue this, what you need to be careful is you need to make sure that this fabric is somewhat glued straight, meaning you can't have it like this, like that. You really want to be somewhat straight, okay? And yeah, that's what I figured. See how this is longer than this side here? That's okay, because I'll fix it later on. Of course you could trim it, but if you're gluing something on top of it like lace or something, then this you can fix it easily. So I'm gonna have it here, because I do want this pattern visible. So for this project I'm using the Turbo Tacky glue, and also I'm using hard brush. These you get at Dollar Tree, 3 for $1. And this is the best brush for this project for me. So I just spread this glue very carefully so everything is covered, and this glue has really good grip. So you don't want to leave too much glue, because then it will go through the fabric. So as you can see, I am really trying to make it even everywhere. So this is pretty good, and also right here. Okay, I'm going to put this somewhere. And I take care of this. I think I set this one here. So I want to make sure, of course I can see because I have my phone above me, but I am trying to be as accurate as possible. And I go in all those ridges. So you need to smooth it out. If the fabric was, what's the word I'm looking for? Sometimes you might need to iron the fabric, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, look at that. Look how pretty. It's not going to be there because it's going to be more stretched, but let's trim this piece off. And you can use it for like tabs and stuff for the pages. Okay. So now this. So I like to make 3 at a time, so it's faster when you make these in larger amounts. So I'm just being very thorough with this. You also want to put this so it doesn't bother you. So you don't focus on the brush like me right now because it's falling all over the place. You really don't want to focus on the brush. So I should have something sitting here like this. Okay. Yeah, this glue works really good. And top here. You want to glue this too. You don't want to overdo with the glue though. Okay. This is the crease. And this too. So that's our spine. And then I'm going to cover the next video, I don't know, maybe not next, but in the third video I'll finish the cover. So there it is, that's one. And the second one, same thing, same process. Always start here on the outside. So as you can see, I'm spreading the glue equally. And then on the side. And I like it like this or like that, like probably like this here. So remember, this has to be straight as possible. And this will come low here. So I'll do this part first. See how this is already glued to the side here? Okay. All right. You kind of stretch it so it goes with no creases. And then this little piece here. Again. And I might either do rickrack or lace right here on front and back, and this will also add some extra color and contrast. So that's two covers. That's for today, what I was having planned for today. So we made two covers. Now what you have to do, I dry them just like that, so the glue dries, and I keep it just like that. Next thing, very important, is you have to go and wash your brush. So I'm going to go do it in a second. So next video, let's see, how many more videos will I have here? I need to make holes for my spine. I'm going to have tassel attachment. I'm going to do the, what is it called? Trim. And that's it. So, okay, I could actually do the Inkaggle right now, except that I need to go look for it. So I won't do it now. And another video is going to be cutting paper, because I'm going to pre-select paper before the video. See, there are things on it, vintage books. So I'm going to show you how I cut the paper and how I put the signatures together. And so that will be one video, and I'm going to do it only for one journal, because it takes time to cut the paper. And then the last thing will be to putting the journal together, sewing the signatures in. So 2 or 3 videos, I don't know, two or 3 more videos, and we will have the whole book done. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was descriptive, and you could understand what I was doing, and I hope it wasn't too chaotic. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.